All right, let's turn to Trump things before we get Stephen's ill-informed comments in a moment or two. Amanda, I know it'll be the middle of the night, but will there be any part of you that will be just with sleeping tonight with one eye open on the show trial?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It sounds like a wildly unreasonable version of estimates. I can't wait.
Well, you just got to behave better at them, Amanda.
Yeah. All right, so, Stephen, why am I wrong here? Help me out, right? So, apart from the whistleblower...
We don't have time.
OK, but hang on.
Time.
Adam Schiff...
The whistleblower isn't the issue.
OK.
The whistleblower is a diversion, Paul. OK, but what about... The President of the United States stopped aid to Ukraine to fight the Russians.
And what did the former Vice President do?
Trump shook him down. That is a distraction. The Trump himself, and he's now been given up by his own chief of staff he appointed, his own ambassador to NATO or Europe, he appointed him, his own ambassador to the Ukraine, his own staff. He's been given up by his own people. So I'm interested in what your defence of what he did, not what Biden did, not what the show trial's about, the actual impeachable offence, Paul.
Well, I don't think...
Now, let me be clear. I think Trump will still win the next election. Sure. That's not what this is about. But this bloke shook down the Ukraine president to want him to demand that before I give you aid to defend yourself from the Russians who are annexing part of your country, I want you to announce an investigation into corruption for my political benefit. That is an impeachable offence, Paul.
You think that's high crimes?
It doesn't matter about the whistleblower. Yeah, absolutely impeachable. It is actually a constitutional issue, the real constitution that Trump won't acknowledge. He is not allowed to use his office for his own personal political benefit. It's cut and dry,
all right.
Paul.
So, Gary...
So you've got to decide what your defence is.
Gary?
Paul, I just want to break the news to the world that Hillary Clinton didn't win in 2016, and
irrelevant.
This is all just
defend
simply
the president's actions.
Well, she is
defend
irrelevant.
The president
and
of the United
this is the
States.
problem.
She is irrelevant. Talk about Trump and what he did, Gary.
I am not going to. I am not going to deal with any of that. It is not my place. It is not my place. That is not my place to talk about it. No, it is not my place to talk about it. What I will say is that I have always made the point that if Trump has done something wrong, Americans will deal with him. Hillary Clinton needs to go away. Hillary's cheer squad needs to go away. The people in the Congress need to get on with governing. Donald Trump's biggest problem is within 3 kilometres of Capitol Hill. If he could actually clean that whole area out, then maybe we might be able to get the world onto a good footing and a good standing. And Donald Trump will do a good job if he's allowed to get on with the job. I just think all of this is the big distraction. All of this is the big distraction. And, Stephen, you have oversold the bacon here on this, by the way. It is now frizzled up in the pan. It's one of those cheap, it's got 90% water in your bacon. It's got 10% meat. It's one of those cheap cuts. You are the cheap cut king, Stephen.
Read the transcript.
You are cheap on this. Stephen.
Well, Stephen Schiff, it's been nice to have you on the show. The show trial, good luck with it in the next little while.
Come on, Paul. Is he too dumb, like Lindsey Graham? He's too dumb to organise a shakedown. That was Lindsey Graham's defence.
Yes, I've heard this.
Trump's own defence is it's perfect. Nothing happened. Republicans have actually argued he's too dumb. They said, he did do the shakedown. But it isn't impeachable.
Go and talk
it's not a high crime of misdemeanor.
Go see Daniel Andrews. That's the big shakedown. Daniel Andrews.
Yeah, no, he's involved in it.
Do you think that we are in the realms of high crimes and misdemeanors if proven?
I think if you use your political office for your own political advantage under the American Constitution.
I want to hear from Amanda Stoker.
All right, thank you, Congressman Schiff. What do you think?
When you're ready, Stephen.
Get in there, Amanda.
Look, I think if it can be proven as high as Stephen has put it, then we are into serious territory. but I'd be surprised if that can be proven. What I think the people who are so determined to bring down Donald Trump need to understand is that the more they do this, the better they make the domestic politics for him. The more they pursue him, the more they demonise him, the more they give him this platform, the more assured it is that middle America are going to see that he's their kind of guy. And so it's such an own goal. But
I think we can all end on a unity ticket here, Gary. Jeremy Corbyn is awesome and will win a 700-seat majority, even though it's only a 650-seat parliament in the UK.
Yeah, no, I've read that vibe, and there's no doubt the woke left have got Corbyn already there. In fact, I think he's picking out the drapes. It's shades of red. It should be really a scarlet kind of look about.
Is this why you're so focused on the US, Stephen? Yeah, you know, that UK election is not happening.
No, I'm happy to talk UK, and the prospect of a Jeremy Corbyn government should send shivers down many millions of people in the UK. He is unfit to govern. We're
talking him up.
Against expectations at the last election. I have to confess, I expected him to get trounced then. I am genuinely concerned for the future of the UK if Jeremy Corbyn gets elected. Mind you, Boris Johnson's got a Russian spy as his chief of staff. It's like, there are no two choices here.
Thanks,
there is
Clyde
no
Palmer.
good choices.
Thanks, Clyde Palmer. Just lobbing that at the end. All right. Amanda, do you pay any attention to what's happening in the UK?
Yeah, I do. And with those predictions of the 700-seat majority, I'm pretty sure you're reading the same press that's only reporting on Israel's offences and, not the offences that are being perpetrated on it.
Correct. All right. Well, yeah, God love Channel 2, eh? All right. Thank you very much, one and all. Amanda, obviously all the best to you and all of your constituents in Queensland over the next little while. Gary, kiss the ground in beautiful Brisbane. And Stephen, you're welcome back next week, but enjoy your time in the US Congress. He'll be there right up the front row, waving bits of paper. He'll be very angry. All right. Thank you, one and all. Do appreciate it.